Hey, this is Michelle Green, and I am doing a review on AAA Auger Plumbing Services. I actually found this company on Nextdoor, and one of the things I want to do, sort of in my own community, is do a little more outreach to help people out. Um, with the knowledge that I've accumulated, over 20 years, you have a lot of knowledge, and I have a passion for entrepreneurship and helping other entrepreneurs. And so, one of the things I want to do is reach out to other entrepreneurs in my community and help them in any way that I can from a marketing standpoint. So what I'm doing here is reviewing AAA Auger. I'm going to get some advice on conversion tips. My specialty is web development with a specialty in conversion strategy as well as traffic boosters. And so I'm going to give you my standpoint on how you can improve your website. So first, looking up at the top, you got a nice big phone number here that is good. A lot of people don't put a phone number, or if they do, they put it really tiny so that people can't really see it because they don't want people calling them. But that does help with conversions, especially if you're dealing with local people. They want to see that it's it's real and that you're not hiding anything. Am I going to show up somewhere and you kill me? They want to know as much about you as possible. Having a phone number, they can call you, fill you out, ask you any questions they want right away. Let's see, same day service guaranteed, no charge for coming out. They're putting all of their pluses right up here. This is good. The logo is decent. It's simple. Not too much detail, so you can scale it up or down. It's not going to affect the quality. They've got their branding all over, so that's really good. What I would suggest here in the navigation is they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tabs. This is way too many. You never want to give people too many options because they get overwhelmed. If people come in here and they're not really sure what they're looking for, like where they want to go, what they need to go to first, and you're giving them all these options, it's just going to get them confused and they're going to go away. So what I recommend doing is condensing this down to 5 tabs. And you do that by basically having the main information that people are most likely going to want to be interested in. So the home, about, services, and locations are definitely information that I would consider to be top priority. So I would keep these tabs up here. I would move the resources, the coupons, and the testimonials. Instead of having this content up here or having links to it up here, I would move this down here. I would somehow integrate this into the body, like put another section here, and then you can just put a button that says, whatever they're going to. What were the options here? Coupons. So you can have something that says click here for coupons, or you can just put the coupons up like you have one right here. So if this is the same coupon as what's here, then you don't really need that. But if there's extra, then you can put this coupon maybe, and then put a button that says see other coupons, and then that will allow you to remove this tab here. Testimonials, depending on how many you have, actually no matter how many you have, I recommend moving it down here because you could put it in a testimonial slider so that it doesn't take up too much length on the page, and people can just scroll through them and see, kind of like this here, what you see with these logos. You can do that with testimonials as well. So I recommend removing this. Let's see, I'm going to go to the testimonials just to see how many they have. 1, 2, they got about 4, so they don't even have that many. So this is just kind of like, you don't need this page. You can put these in a testimonial slider on the home page somewhere, and that'll be sufficient. So yeah, and then what else was it? Resources, you have a lot here, including the blog. So you have a lot of things under it. These are things that I would incorporate down here. Again, you can organize it so that people know exactly what it is, and then they can click over to it, or you can put all the content in the page. Now, there's quite a few things under resources, so you don't really want to jam this page up too much. So something like this, I will put at the bottom and say more resources, or more resources. click here or something like that. So you don't have to necessarily put everything on this page or all of the content on this page. You can just put a button that allows them to click over to it. But what you're trying to do is when they first land, you're trying not to overwhelm them. Okay? And so you want to reduce this and then allow them to pick up this other content as they engage with your website. And as you know, so it's just making it more manageable for them. It's helping with their flow. All right. One thing I love about this is how they put the slider side by side with the call to action. I've never seen this actually before, which I'm surprised being in the industry, but this is the first time I've ever seen anybody do anything like that, and I love it. I'm going to use this method because the slider actually draws attention. You see how the flash and all of that stuff, it just draws attention to the call to action. Okay, and most times having a header like this or a slider like this, it's actually counterproductive because it draws people away. A lot of times it's not actionable content. It's just, a slide that's showing advertisements. So it's just there taking up space above the fold, not really doing or having any other function other than to advertise, but not having any real call to action or actionable content. So, and in the case of a local business like this where you might get phone calls, this would be considered actionable content. Like the previous slide has a phone number there. That's actionable content, so this is an exception. I see it most often in e-commerce websites where they're having a bunch of content up there just to showcase stuff and they're not really having any actionable content. But in this case, a phone number would be considered actionable. But this next slide, it's not. You know what I'm saying? And so having it next to the CTA, the call to action, to me, that's brilliant. It's brilliant. Whoever did this knew what they were doing. So this is really good. Let's see, going through the slides, you got more CTAs down here. See our complete services. So you already have that here. You don't really need it here, but I would say keep the services. If I was saying get rid of some tabs, but the services I definitely would keep up there. But let's just assume it was one of these and you had it down here. I would definitely say just get rid of the one up here. You don't need that up there. It's not a major thing. Let's see, accredited business AAA. Now this is a what they call a trust badge. This helps with conversions. If people see this, they will definitely trust you more and would be less hesitant and worried about you screwing them over or overcharging them or doing something like that. So having this trust badge is definitely, and having it right by a call to action is really good. But I would say also have it on this page where the services are. Let's see if it's on there. Let's see. So, yep, he has it there too. Actually, this looks like this page is on every page, so that's good. So it is on this page. You might even want to test it out up in the header, put it somewhere in the header as well. That might help with conversions. But it's good that you do have it on this page too. Let's see, what else? Great content. Very great content. The colors are good. It's easy to scroll through. You got a video here. Let's see. Let's see this video. So this video needs to be up front. Like, there's no reason this should be down here. This should be up front. As a matter of fact, I would remove this guy and put the video right there, because video sells a ton more than graphics. So I would remove him, maybe put him somewhere else. There's another place for him, I'm sure, and put the video right there, side by side with this section here. Maybe move this down below the button or something so you can make room for the video. But definitely you want to bring that video up here. I mean, it might even be a good idea to move it above the fold, but because you have the slider, in fact, you know what? Another idea would be to replace the slider with the video. That way you have the video above the fold right next to the CTA, essentially doing the same thing that this slider's doing. So that's another option for you. But if you don't want to get rid of the slider, then replace him with the video, and at least move it closer up. It'll probably show above the fold, the top of it will, so that's still something. But definitely the video needs to be up higher. Video's always going to have a higher priority than graphics. Let's see, you got a blog, you have your reviews. Your reviews are already over here too. So you can get rid of, you can actually get rid of the testimonials and just use the reviews as your testimonials, which is basically all it is. Anyway, let's see. Review us, review and rate us, and you have a link to your Google reviews. This is nice. Not a lot of people do this, including myself. I've thought about it. I just never got around to doing it. But reviews are extremely, extremely, extremely important, especially for a local business, because one, they help increase conversions. They help people to feel comfortable with you and be comfortable buying from you. But two, Google will give you more visibility in their search engine if they see that people are saying positive things about you. So this was very nice touch. I'm very impressed with this website. Whoever your web developer is, kudos to him. Tell him he is great at what he does. I'm sure he knows that. But you hired the right person. So because they definitely know what they're doing. You could tell that they are they're not just about building websites. They're about building websites that convert, which is what I'm all about. So when I see it, I can appreciate it and respect that in another web developer. Good job on this one. All right, so guys, hopefully you guys got some tips out of this. If you have a service-based business, this is definitely going to have some tips in here that will apply to you. If you got something out of it, I really, really, really would appreciate a thumbs up and comment about the video, what you liked about it, how it helped you. That would be good for me. And if you want to go to sign up for my mailing list, I have a lot of good ideas that I give away, $1 million ideas that people can take and do something with. I have so many ideas, I can't pursue them all myself, so I've decided to start releasing it to the world. This is a movement that I'm doing because I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there who do the same thing. They sit on their ideas and they don't do anything with them. Or worse, they do something and they don't have all the pieces of the puzzle yet. They're still inexperienced, and so they don't succeed, and then they think the idea didn't work, and they just forget about the idea. So, for me, I would rather release these ideas and leave a legacy. I won't even know what the legacy is. I won't know how great my legacy is, because it just goes on and on and on. But I'm happy to do it and contribute to society in that way, and I love it, man. I don't have a shortage of ideas. I'm coming up with them almost daily, if not daily. But usually I'll go through waves where I'll get just back to back ideas on one day, and then I'll go through a couple days without really any ideas, and I'm like, where are my ideas at? And then all of a sudden, bam, the ideas are coming back. So I have a lot. One day I'm going to show you guys my hard drive, where I keep a lot of all of my ideas. Basically, I have two places I keep ideas in my Dropbox and on my phone. Really, I could put them. Dropbox is on my phone as well, but it's just easier to use a notepad. So that's what I do, and I can always export them to Dropbox. But I'm going to show you guys that one day, so you can just kind of see how many ideas I get and where they're just sitting there, just doing nothing. It's a waste, and I don't want that anymore for my ideas. I'm putting them out there, and I'm hoping you guys do something with them, because I just got a lot of things that I'm pursuing right now, and I don't need any more distractions. So I'm happy to give this guys out. But go get on my mailing list. I'll put a link in the description where you can go get on my mailing list, or you can just go to michellelgreen.com/feed, and you can just subscribe to my blog, because I will be posting the videos on the blog. But the only way you'll know about it is if you're subscribed to my blog, or if you are on my mailing list. If you don't, then you'll miss it, because I'm only going to be putting about one every 10 ideas on the public YouTube channel. The rest will be unlisted and you won't see them. And when you see the ones that you do see, you're going to want to hear the rest. So I'm not really worried about you guys. If you just, oh, I don't want to get on my email, you will, because you will want what I've got to offer. I'm giving out value right now. I'm giving out value. That's one of the changes that I'm making. I'm about to turn 43. And I'm just coming through. I'm just going through some changes where I'm trying to really come into my purpose. Okay, so I'm making a lot of changes right now. One of them is to be more giving of my ideas and my talents. And I think you guys are going to pick up on that. You might have already, if you've been watching my videos, kind of picked up on that a little bit. I really believe that putting my focus on giving value and helping people, instead of just using my talents to earn a living, I'm using them to earn a living helping people. I really think that that's the direction that God has been trying to lead me on the whole time. And so I'm making a lot of changes right now in the way of how I'm pursuing my growth, my personal growth, my professional growth. I'm making a lot of changes, and one of them is to just be more giving of my knowledge and my talents, so that I can help people, because it's knowledge. It doesn't cost anything to share that, and make a change in someone's life. So that's what I'm trying to do, and I hope you guys are doing that too. And don't feel that you're not qualified enough to do it. If you know anything, you know something, and just take what you learn and share it. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it's about. You don't have to be an expert in anything. You just have to know something that someone else doesn't and share it. That's it. I'm done. Lecture time over. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.